reflection in a snow-covered hill.
Well, the results are in, and according to USA Today's ad meter, the Anheuser-Busch ad Brotherhood, featuring an emotional mixture of a baby Clydesdale and a Steve Nicks song, took the top spot of the night. So here to discuss their picks for the best and worst Super Bowl, Stevie Nicks. Did I say Steve? Sorry, Stevie. Our advertising executive, Sara Ortiz from the Schupp Company, Susan Hunt Bradford, an advertising professor at St. Louis Community College, and Matt Seebeck, founder of JoeSportsFan.com. Okay, welcome. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. I thought everybody liked the Budweiser Clydesdale. Yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did it make you cry?
Yes.
A little bit.
And why did we like it?
You could really connect to the whole song, the little pony growing up, and that guy just so sensitive and handsome, and I like Budweiser now.
Really? Well, Matt, I follow you on Twitter, and the first thing you said was interesting how they chose to focus on Chicago and not St. Louis.
Yeah, I thought it was very deliberate. I will say I liked it as well. I mean, who among us hasn't raised a baby Clydesdale? No, I thought it was very deliberate of InBev is a worldwide brand now. They could have picked any city in America, and they chose Chicago, which I thought was deliberate and a little bizarre.
Right. And Sarah, you liked it because you thought it was pretty smart.
It was a smart ad, true brand affinity ad, but I think, you know, horses, baby Clydesdales don't have anything to do with selling more beer. They do have a lot to do when they grow up into big, majestic Clydesdales, and they're an iconic image for this brand. So I think it says a lot about Budweiser. It's a great feeling, but is it going to move the needle? That's what Budweiser needs to do. Those marketers over there know that. They know they slipped from number 2.
Why do you think they chose Chicago?
I don't know why they chose Chicago, actually. I mean, that is where one of their competitors is headquartered. Perhaps that's why.
Okay.
But they need to move the needle.
Well, another sentimental commercial, and one of my personal favorites was the Farmers commercial for the Dodge Ram. So let's take a look at that one.
Reply with smiling eyes when his son says that he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer.
Now, as soon as I heard Paul Harvey, I was in. Sarah, you say that you like this one better than the Budweiser because you think it's a little bit smarter than the Budweiser.
I did. I thought it took the emotion and really tied it back, not just to the brand, but the product they were trying to sell. So it was about hope and country and love and hard work, and they wanted that all associated with their brand and that particular truck, the Dodge Ram.
And I had no idea it was Dodge until the very end.
Exactly. Yeah. They kind of waited to reveal that.
Right. And, you know, Super Bowl parties kind of have the stigma of being rambunctious and loud. My Super Bowl party was completely quiet while this was going on, which was a weird twist for a Super Bowl commercial.
And you liked it?
Yeah, I did. It was long, but I thought it was effective.
Susan's shaking her head no. You hated it.
I don't know if I hated it, but, well, maybe I did. I checked out first. Once I heard Paul Harvey, I was like, I grew up with listening to him. I'm that old. And so
I did too.
Maybe I'm not that old. So, but it was too long, and when you don't show the product till the very end, maybe the Super Bowl commercials are okay at the very end when the product's shown because we're all kind of waiting for it. But a regular commercial, you're not going to sit through that and wait till the end.
Even with the photography? I mean, they called in the National Geographic graphic experts to...
I have to say, on my Facebook, everybody liked it but me. So
really?
Yeah, it just didn't catch me. Maybe I was still at that Budweiser. Maybe I was going to get a Budweiser. I don't know.
Okay, well, one of the most talked about ads of the night was the GoDaddy Kiss commercial. This was at the beginning of the night, so let's take a look at that, shall we?
And represented by Bar Raffaelli. And the smart side that creates a killer website for your small business, represented by Walter. Together, they're perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so the guy on the panel liked this one.
I don't know if I liked it. I thought it was disgusting, just like you did. But I thought it was effective. GoDaddy's already put out a statement this morning saying that their sales are higher than any other previous years in which they advertised the Super Bowl. I mean, it was disgusting. Certainly, that kissing noise on surround sound was angering.
Yes.
But effective nonetheless.
Susan.
Didn't work for me. I've gotten domain names from GoDaddy before, and I will definitely think about it in the future when I go to get a name if I want to go with GoDaddy. So,
really?
Yeah.
So it really turned you off.
Yeah, it was just, you know, a number of my friends on Facebook said they were watching with their kids, watching the Super Bowl with their kids. A lot of my students talk about how they watch it with their family, and it just didn't work for that particular.
Okay.
But it has gotten a lot of publicity, so that's the whole point.
So, Sarah,
right?
you think it was effective?
Probably effective. Fine line between O factor and ooh factor, and this crossed the line for me. But I do think it, you know, it's memorable. It's in line with that brand for sure. So, and as you said, it sounds like it's effective for them. So I think time will tell if this one can go the distance.
Okay, and the actor who played the nerd says it took 65 takes. He said that on the Today Show. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, that was purposeful.
All right, another ad people genuinely or generally liked was the Doritos Goat for Sale. So let's look at this one. Okay, I didn't see that one until this morning, and that was my favorite part. That's when it got me, was the little scream. So why do we think this one worked?
I mean, for me, this was one of my top two. I just love it. I love that Doritos keeps doing this Crash the Super Bowl thing, where they have user, kind of fan, consumer-submitted commercials, and they're great, and they were so well produced. This one was so well branded, and it had that oh moment where that goat makes that noise. It's hilarious. You just kind of want to watch it again and again, and the amount of times that you see Doritos is really good in this spot.
And you also say that it's important for our generation now growing up that they don't feel like they're being sold to.
They do not want to be sold to. They don't want to think that some suit in an office poured over research and made a commercial. They like to think that they can make a commercial. And so in this case, this is user-submitted stuff. This is great. It says, wow, I could do this. Maybe not, but
y'all agree?
Yeah, I'm a little sad that goats are now the new monkeys. Monkeys used to rule Super Bowl commercials. It's clearly now goats. Monkeys' rates are too high. Clearly, that must be it.
Non-union.
Yeah.
Susan, did you like it?
You could tell right from the beginning it was for Doritos. You saw Doritos throughout, and I had seen it last week, showed my students, and that was their favorite of the 5.
Now, we have to get this one in because both Sarah and Susan picked Best Buy's ad featuring Amy Poehler as one of their favorites of the night. Let's take a look at that one.
What the heck's the difference between all these phones? What's LTE? Is it contagious? Which one fits my face? Can I use a dongle with this? Does it make you uncomfortable when I use the word dongle? Are these noise canceling? So what makes a smart TV so smart? You don't make commission on anything?
Anything.
You want to unbutton your shirt a little bit? What's the cloud? Where is the cloud? Are we in the cloud now? Will this one read 50 Shades of...
Again, you didn't feel like you were being sold to, even though it was Best Buy from the get-go.
Yeah, really well branded. I thought this was, again, one of my favorites, and the reason why is because you got immediately the brand, but also what you got was what the message they were trying to say. That was a very cogent message. It was, you've got questions, we've got answers. You might not get that at Amazon.com. You might not get that at a big box store where, you know, your appliances are next to kitty litter and produce. Come to Best Buy. We've got great people who are experts.
Very quickly, I saw Facebook, Twitter, a lot of people saying, overall, the commercials were pretty lame last night.
They say that every year.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I thought some were really great and some weren't. And
okay.
I was surprised that AB commercials weren't as hot as they usually are.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. And we have posted links to view all of these ads on GreatDaySt.Louis.com. Even the GoDaddy one, because I know you want to see it again. All right, well, we want you to weigh in on our little discussion. What was your favorite Super Bowl commercial, your least favorite? Get on Facebook and tell us about it. Carol?